The match that everybody was looking forward to in Weissenhaus Freestyle 960. World champion Gukesh taking on the greatest of all time in Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen himself has stated that I'm looking forward to playing world champion Gukesh. Gukesh has acknowledged in the past that if you want to know who is the best player and who's a better player, it is Magnus Carlsen. The level of respect that these two have for each other in the world of chess is simply mind-boggling. And in the final game that they played, round number 9 in Weissenhaus, it was a great clash. For 41 moves, it looked as if Gukesh had kept Magnus Carlsen at bay. But what was the blunder? From a drawish position, theoretically at that point, he just made one major blunder. And Carlsen, being the endgame beast that he is, he pounced on it. What was the blunder? Until that very moment, Gukesh and Carlsen were playing out a draw. Gukesh's qualification for the second round, meaning the knockout stages of Weissenhaus Freestyle 960, was sealed. But then he made this epic blunder. Keep the knight which was here on the F file, he moved it to D5. Now what that happened? It opened the door for Magnus Carlsen, and because of this epic blunder, everything else, his backline was compromised. And because of the superior advantage that Carlsen had when it came to the pawn structure, Gukesh just could not get anything. Knight to D5 meant that yes, it was over. The blunder that happened, because look at the time, he just had 15 seconds on the clock. Gukesh blundered under time management. And because of that, Carlsen in the next 4 moves offered the handshake, and yes, Gukesh was done for. But luckily, because Vladimir Fedosiev lost his game, he went through. Gukesh went through to the second stage, which is the knockout stages, the quarterfinals. Now, many people have pointed out that Gukesh, under time pressure, suffered a Ding Liren moment. What was that? Game number 14 of the World Chess Championship. Ding Liren had gotten out of time trouble a lot of times, but in game 14, look at it, he was down to 9 minutes. And then he made this epic blunder, rook f7. And because of that epic blunder of rook f7, Gukesh became the world champion. What was the difference then and what is the difference now? Time. Gukesh didn't have time, he blundered. And that is the reason why goats like Magnus Carlsen will always capitalize. Magnus Carlsen is the greatest of all time for a reason. And because of that, Gukesh felt his full wrath. Luckily, Gukesh has gone through to the next round. But the unfortunate thing is 7 draws in 9 games without a single win, and having lost to Carlsen, it's not going to be easy for him in Weissenhaus. How will he fare today and in the coming days? That remains to be seen. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.